30 seconds to make a choice.
What do you prefer?
Let's go out the back.
Okay, but we gotta catch up with the others.
We'll catch up with them later. There are only so many places to run, or to go.
There's only so many places that we'll be able to find a clown huddled in a corner because everybody's wearing suits.
Most of Chicago?
There's only so many clowns that will be carrying a giant demon hammer.
The steampunk man has
You
a
look
point.
around,
Let's
you
go.
look up, he swings around, he's trying to concentrate. He's looking up, and you see this huge hammer smoking with a cigarette. Of course it has no hand, so the cigarette's in its mouth, sucking, and blowing at the same time.
The
like a party
hammer
night.
is smoking.
It sucks and blows.
It's McVeigh, sir. She's gone from suck to blow.
I wonder if she's smoking Cubans.
Yeah, actually, no, they're just standard cigarettes. Over your head, you see that. You can choose to do whatever it is you want to do.
You steal a cigarette, I'm gonna kill you.
No. Does your hammer talk at all? Alright.
No.
Well,
Does it have eyes?
It has them on its face, yes.
Okay. So you see a pair of eyes that's smoking on a big head of what looks like a big head of a hammer, staring at you.
We have
And
really...
it goes from left to right. Left to right. As he does this, trying to concentrate on growing large. Do you want to try growing large again?
Sure, why not?
he's like
Here's what happens.
Run.
5.
Even better. That's even better. So he sits there going, so left, right, and it's popping up and down, doing this type of motion over your head.
This is getting weird. We have
And then you
really
see- and it
screwed
goes
up
up
history.
and pops back down. Goes up and pops back down.
You. You.
Yes.
I know where they went. And people get the fuck out of the way when the guy on fire goes running down the street.
Speak, we don't have much time.
I say we follow the Human Torch.
You can conceal that, and
I will
Fight on!
You run out the door.
What could possibly go wrong?
A lot. You really want the list? Because I can give you a list.
It only goes
Guy in a
up
big
to...
fire suit runs out, looks, and immediately looks over her shoulder to see you guys coming out, turns left. Somebody across the street goes, "Ee!" Clop, 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 clop in her heels.
Who the fuck is wearing clogs in Chicago?
You must be near the Polish district.
It's about to turn the corner, sees you running for the...
And there he is.
Are you wearing clogs in Chicago?
you know he's wearing clogs in Chicago. What's wrong with you?
Explains why it was a lady.
It's moments like this is why I'm videotaping.
So, wow, hold on, I need a second. So,
Good job, bro.
guy in a big suit. As you're running, some two guys in a suit are coming your general direction. They see you. They run. They split sides. One throws himself into the bushes. Another guy in a suit throws himself onto the hood of a car. And right before you would have intersected, you took him to the corner. You see him with his hammer. His hammer.
Squeak!
Squeak.
Penny! Ah! I think he's up there. I heard something.
Why are you jumping?
I know, I'm not getting big today. I'm feeling under the weather.
Bone-infused Viagra. Okay, come on.
I'll try that. 6 times.
Wrong time to walk in.
Stick broken.
Alright, so. Wow.
By the way,
Just wow.
I found it. That's awesome.
If he's up there, how'd he get there?
You flew.
Really good at jumping?
Why are you useless today?
You're overhearing all of that conversation.
No, there's the glaring at me is not an answer.
So you
Attempt to
two,
boil him? I have water
Okay.
affinity too.
Okay. Seems how I'm feeling.
So-
We caught up to them, right?
Yes.
All right. So since
One of his props is
Since,
a bouquet of various balloon animals. He just formed it into one.
since
that flies.
Pennywise is having troubles getting up there,
You both turn the corner and see them two arguing, and you see Pennywise starting to concentrate.
What's your will?
3.
okay.
Okay, this is gonna be great.
You wanna draw?
Nikki,
Oh no, I'm gonna use a card.
Alright.
Because he's going to try to boil me when I feel myself start to get hot. I'm going to cool myself down. My will's a 5.
Neener. So all of a sudden,
Well, we're gonna hit you with a hammer.
so
Hammer time!
No, I
there's a
got
bunch
another one of those
of
to drop
back
on
and
Dodge.
forths, and they're both staring at each other intently. You walk in and you do what?
I get big where he can't.
Turn the hammer.
So all of a sudden she's
I
walking
have
in your
composite armor on now.
that goes into your
Underneath,
size.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
she starts walking towards you and
After
starts getting
that
really
last-
big.
Good, because
So-
I don't want Elliot Ness schlong, this fucking lawn.
Helmet awkward.
So you hear this fight going on, and you can hear and feel the intense staring contest above you because there's just heavy breathing. And then you
What
see,
are you doing?
from a shadow starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden you see the head of a top hat, and you see Elliot Ness growing in size, larger and larger and larger. You're grabbing the both of them, right? Oh, what are you doing? I'm sorry. It's not making
Actually,
sense to do.
he's on the roof, right?
Hell no.
No,
Nope, I'm
Where's-
below you guys.
He's below you.
That's the
Oh.
beauty of it.
I'm looking up, looking for him. He's down here.
That's the whole joke about
Well, you
him.
know what?
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna grab.
Gosh, you're
I'm
so
gonna take.
useless.
I'm gonna grab each one. Grab these two.
grab both of you.
I'm on fire right now.
Ooh.
I hope you realize this.
Okay.
That boy is on fire. Oh, no.
Fire Elliot Ness is there and there's a clown above me. I think I have an action I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take one of my 4 bottles of rum and I'm gonna throw it up.
Oh no.
So all of a sudden, I'm gonna ask you to draw for that.
Okay.
Do you have thrown weapons? Do you have thrown weapons?
Yes, I have thrown weapons before.
Cool. So, throwing a large bottle at a huge being. Huge being doesn't see it coming. You
Yeah,
all
I
of a
have
sudden
no
see
dodge.
from somewhere below the ground, from you don't know where, a bottle come up, hit his arm, because now it's him, spurting liquid all over you. You burst. Now, what does your flame do?
It protects from flame as well.
Okay.
I think he means as far as damage. Probably.
Now he's gotta look.
Yeah.
Psychic can create raw flames without a fuel source. These flames will protect the wielder from 10 points of chill damage each combat round as well from naturally occurring fire.
Yeah, so thing hits you, kind of bursts into flame. Huge flame goes on him. If you wanted to, if you were to find a way to like continually touch where the alcohol hit her, she would go up in flames too. I'll let you decide whether or not you want to do that. You turn the corner as you saw a bottle come up from what looks like
Maybe just to teach you a
un-
lesson from
underground.
touching me.
a bottle up, hit her in the shoulder. He bursts into flame, but then comes back down.
I touch.
I need to set you on fire.
Ah!
Wow, you're burning too.
I already have his soul.
They have a cream for that.
I already own his soul.
Only below the waist.
You don't want to burn below the waist. They call that herpes.
Alright.
First of all, Elliot, you are really accident prone. And second, we really screwed up history.
We'll be fine. He hasn't gotten big in public yet.
Put her out. I don't think
now.
you can. Obviously, you have performance issues when people are watching.
So all of a sudden, you
Trying to put out fire with
I've got one of
alcohol.
those I can drop too.
Yeah, but I
I
did it to
tried
get
to
big.
catch someone out
Oh,
there.
okay.
Oh, shit.
I thought you were trying to boil it again.
Uh-oh.
it gets better because you did that as I was introducing a new action. All of a sudden, you hear from outside the alleyway, Coppers! They're in there! They're in there! And you see somebody pointing at you guys, looks up at what's going on there, pisses themselves, and runs away. So then you hear the telltale signs of police officer boots, chunk, 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 and all of a sudden Pennywise starts in your hand getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, drops you, and bigger and bigger, gets your size, and bigger and bigger and bigger. You see the window where you thought you saw something, and then you realize, oh dear God, and bigger and bigger.
I remember this movie.
And you see, and you saw,
You have a clown in Chicago.
so massive clown going over you. You see the massive clown getting bigger and bigger, climbing up the wall across from you. You are now sitting there thinking, oh, fuck me, what on earth is going on here?
These cops are just giant clown, slightly smaller cop, dude's on fire.
In all of that, you finally figure out where the bottle of rum comes from.
Okay.
And you see, you're wearing a hat, right? Like a standard hat. You see a hat moving around in So here's a building, and then right next to the building there's a like a little pit, so to speak, made of concrete. There's no step up, there's no step down, and there's a gate around so people don't fall into it. Kind of makes you wonder why on earth is that thing there, but it probably predates modern times.
Okay.
But it's just one of those things that happens to have a doorway. I
Um,
used to see it all the time back in the day.
just for fun, because it's screwing with the cops, I'm sure that I'm fully on fire now, as opposed to just out
Oh
of
yeah, yeah.
no,
the
I'm-
giant demonic-looking clown climbing a building doesn't screw with the cops.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's my unique imitation.
I'm sustaining the fire, except for on this arm. I'm using molecular manipulation to remove that part of ground that he's under.
He's not well, so what are you gonna...
Whatever is stopping him from being seen, I'm removing it.
He's not being seen, he's just, the angle is funky. That's the only reason you can't see him well. So, if this is a building, you know how there's a rear of a building and you can put garbage there?
Yeah.
So instead of it being on ground, it's actually built under the street, under the sidewalk level. So that you don't actually walk into the alleyway and see it, but there's no way to get from that little pit area onto the sidewalk area. So it's like maybe a story down. So it would be a basement entrance and exit. That makes no sense to you.
No, it does. He's kind of hiding in like a
Old
descending
speakeasy
stairwell
kind of deal.
It's like imagine there's a descending stairwell to get into a basement. So you know how like there's an indentation in the ground, except there's no stairwell. It's just a pit.
It's just the bottom of the stairwell, no stairs.
Yeah.
So it's the angle that we just can't.
Yeah.
It's the angle that you can't see him at.
Okay.
I missed him because I heard something above me, not below me.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay any attention to my feet because all I heard down there was squeaking, and that's supposed to be there. Did the squeaking get louder? My shoes got better?
You're climbing up the building, so yes. Squeak! Squeak! All of a sudden the cops hear the squeaking and stop,
Okay.
and they see a shadow. And then they see the tap of Pennywise's head.
Timeline damage control.
Talk to me. Hold on. First of all, he's in the middle of the action, and then you
Okay.
get the timeline. So what were you trying to do with the
So the angle is there's clearly things there preventing me from seeing him.
Just the angle and shadows.
There's like he's not tucked around behind a building real quick.
No, it's
Because-
like you could just see from
Damn
a,
it.
you just a shadow of
Just
his
get rid of part of the building.
I was gonna remove that corner of the building.
So you can see him better. All of a sudden, the stairwell next to you. Actually, I think you have to roll for that or draw for that.
Nah, I ain't worried about it. I'm not gonna do that. If I could get to him without removing anything, I could do that.
It was just a drop down. There's no rope. There's no way for him to pull him up, and there's no real way for you to go down unless you jump. And they're going to be in the same predicament he is in because he looks trapped. He's trying to paw at the door as he sees this thing, and nothing's really happening. Now here's a better question. You know he can time tread without holding anybody. He can just decide who comes with him.
I will use my molecular manipulation.
And
I
do
will
what?
take the from the wall of the pit out, kind of ramp it.
Okay, there's a flaming alien.
So all of a sudden, you think, oh dear God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna
It'll
happen?
be the wall that he's pressed against.
Oh dear God, and all of a sudden, you see the wall, you fall forward over, and there seems to be a very steep way to climb out of the pit. Problem is, that steep way to climb out of the pit leads right to the two huge fucking monsters that are bickering at each other as one starts climbing a building.
Oh my gosh.
And another guy's on fire.
Orson Welles was right.
Okay. Can I?
You see him focus on that direction. You see the sidewalk starts to pave downward. You know the cops are 30 seconds away from you. Not even 10. He starts climbing a building, so his hat starts being seen. Squeak! Somebody inside the building.
Remember, kids,
One or
I'm
two
here for
try to start shooting out their windows.
I do remember that back in our briefing, the guy said that killing Al Capone would cause a problem. He didn't say anything else would.
Didn't say a word about leveling Chicago.
Exactly.
So there's
No, wait, we need the black
Trying
box.
to do damage control. The cops here yet?
We do?
Yeah.
They close.
Why?
they're a
How
good
close are
hockey
they?
team.
They're like a moment's away. What do you want to do?
Competition.
After.
There's more competition that way.
Again.
Yeah, but the Blackhawks are out west, the Sabres are in the east.
Still a 5. Losing an 8. That's
So we gotta
13.
go kill Boston?
Yeah.
Okay.
FBI Paranormal Division. We have this under control. I need you
York,
guys
they've got two
to
teams.
do a perimeter
Just
to
don't put
keep
the-
civilians out from
Or Miami for that
the
matter.
Now you're
danger.
still large
Florida has
size.
two
Yes.
teams too.
And I look like Elliot Ness. FBI Paranormal Division. We have this under control.
You have a good Irish accent.
Oh yeah.
Two cops go over. What the? One of them flips his shit, turns around,
Put a
runs.
kilt on.
The other one looks at you. What? The other one looks at you, goes, step back, sideways, sideways.
This is not a matter for this is not a matter for the police. I'm the Ghostbusters.